really say what inspired the change, but if you keep thinking about something over and over and over again, eventually you're gonna do it. I mean, hopefully, if it's in your heart, you're gonna do it. And I have to say that this purple hair, I like it a lot. I really, really, really like it. The issue that I have right now is that it's bleeding all over everything. As you can see, my fingernails are extremely purple, and my hands actually do get purple. I've gotten most of it off because I use clarifying shampoo to get a lot of it off. My hair color did not start bleeding until I started styling my hair. So in order to get into this style, I had to use certain products, and the products I think caused my hands to stain. But other than that, I had a very flawless process. I have been dyeing my own hair since maybe I was 14 or 15 years old, and I wouldn't recommend it to anyone if you're using a permanent dye, but for semi-permanents and such as this, and I've used the brands Adore, Jazzings, Clairol, some other Clairol brand, because Jazzings is a part of Clairol, and Kiss brand. I've used those brands before in the past, and I know best practices when it comes to applying color. So I washed my hair on like a Monday, and I hadn't done anything to it. I just used Giovanni products. I used the conditioner, the shampoo, and the leave-in, and that's it. And so my hair looked just like this. And then from there, I decided I wanted to dye it. And you shouldn't dye your hair on freshly washed hair. In my experience, it hasn't been the best when I wash it on freshly washed hair. And plus, I didn't want to go through the extra steps of washing it, blow drying it so it could be dry, and then applying it. So I just went through the steps of washing my hair on Monday and then waiting a couple days and letting the natural oils in my hair help lubricate the process, and you don't have to worry about any of that other stuff. So it definitely worked out well for me. Or make sure your hairline is definitely protected by Vaseline. I'm the type of person that will get dye right here, or like right here, or somewhere weird. So I have to make sure that I protect myself at all costs. So I put it all over my ears, as you saw in the video. Put it all over my ears. I put it all around my hairline. It's imperative. Also, make sure you wear gloves. I cannot stress that enough. And get some gloves that actually fit. Don't use the ones that come in kits or whatever. Get some that actually fit your hands so that you don't risk the color going under the glove and actually still staining your hands, especially when you're washing. Eventually, I stopped using the brush applicator and the little bowl, and I just dug my fingers in and just started applying it to my hair because that was the easiest way for me to work it in. And I definitely made sure to take my time so that I covered everything. I let it process for an hour before I rinsed it out. So I was patient with it. They say you can wait 30 minutes, but I just wanted to make sure that it was in there. So I just processed it for an hour. And it's not any chemicals in it per se, like there's no ammonia or peroxide or anything of that nature that is time sensitive. So because it's not time sensitive, you don't have to be in a rush to rinse it out of your head. I mean, eventually you want to take it out, but you don't want to be in a rush. Now, there's one thing I do want to add. I did not do a strand test. I would highly encourage you all to do one, but like I said, I've had experience with dye before, so I didn't feel it necessary to do a strand test. I just went balls to the wall and went straight to it. Do not, as you saw in the video, do not rinse your hair in a white tub. I cannot stress that enough. I've had stained tubs. Yes, you can bleach it, but to avoid all of that, just wash your hair in the sink. I mean, clearly don't have dishes and crap in there, but wash your hair in the sink and use cold water to wash your hair. I know it's gonna feel uncomfortable for a second, but quite honestly, I would rather be in discomfort for a second than to wash my hair with hot water and then the color bleed everywhere. I was reading up on Manic Panic before I decided to take the plunge in Manic Panic, and one of the suggestions was to add half and half of vinegar and water and rinse your hair with that. white vinegar and water. Now I did not do that. I did not feel as though it was necessary to do that, so I just rinsed it with cold water. I know that it's gonna stain. I've read so many reviews on it, so I know it's gonna stain. Thank God my satin pillowcase is purple so that it can stain and not really be a problem for me. This color is ultraviolet, so it's not too purple and it's not too blue. It's like a great combination of both, because I wanted to do something that was along the lines of purple or blue and I couldn't really decide. And because I know my color spectrum, Roy G. Biv is the eye indigo, violet, crossover, though it's not all the way purple. So yeah, I just went for violet. I saw the swatches at the store as well and I liked the way that looked. I knew that the other purple, there's another purple there and it was more red based, and this is more blue based. So yeah, this was what I was looking for. The other red based one, I knew it would start fading into maybe like a red or a pink. Hopefully this one won't fade into a red or a pink, but will kind of just lift out. I'm just praying to God that it doesn't fade to green. I've had green in my hair before from trying to lift it from a black rinse and it looked disgusting. Can't wait to really see it fade. I'm more so excited about what it'll fade to than the actual color that it is right now, though I really do like this color. You can see it. Now if you want a more in your face, hello, we're ultraviolet here, make sure you dye all of your hair, or the parts that you want to be like bam bam, you have to lift the color. So you're gonna have to bleach your hair prior to applying the color. Now as you can recall, my hair was already like in the brown tone here. I had a couple blonde highlights, so that I knew that this would capture the color that I was looking for. And I didn't want an all over purple color. That's not really what I was going for. So I just opted to do the ultraviolet around the head, and it made this a little darker, as you can see. So it made these areas a little darker. It's not the brown color that my hair is normally, and it made these definitely lighter, so you can see those in the sunlight. I'm pretty sure you can see the color a lot more than you can on camera. I will have some pictures that I've taken, hopefully, eventually. I'm not gonna say hopefully because I know I'm gonna have some pictures, but eventually I'll have some pictures that I take, and more than likely my pictures will be posted on Instagram, Tumblr. Both of those are Ask P. Roy, and also on my Facebook page I post pictures there all the time as well, and on my blog stillfeatherlaceelephant.com. Like I said, I do not professionally dye my hair, so if I need a color lift, I more than likely will go to the salon to get that done, because I know from experience, being in that situation, it just ain't good for me. That's not the road that I go down. Now if I wanted to dabble in that, that would definitely be my prerogative, and I would not encourage you all to go down that path with me, because it'd be something that I would be trying out again, like I didn't learn my lesson the first time. Definitely professional dye at the salon. And if you're trying to experiment with colors, then you can do semi-permanent and temporary colors at home. Now I will say, back in the day when I used to get my hair dyed, I had like a skunk situation going on in the middle. Don't you ask, don't you even ask. Don't do it. I would dye it different colors, like I would have it blonde some weeks, or I would have it red some other weeks, or it would be like a bronze color, or I would dye it brown. I did all of that until I got sick and tired of it, and then I started dyeing it jet black. When I say dye in this instance, I'm saying adding a semi-permanent dye on top of that bleach color, because eventually, you know, with washes it will fade. I didn't want to commit to it, and I knew that anything that would be committing would actually be a little bit more damaging to my hair. So because I wanted to change up colors so much, I just opted for the semi-permanent, and it worked so well. I loved it during that time. So now that I'm out of my whole I gotta be brown phase, I'm gonna probably start experimenting with more colors. I really love my shape in relation to my color choices or how I envision things going in my head. So what I'll probably end up doing is keeping my hair cut short and cropped, similar to this, so that I can pull off the styles that I'm looking for and do some of the things that I want to do with my hair. Yeah, so I'll be cutting my hair again sometime soon. As far as this hairstyle goes, I will show you all in an upcoming video how I did this hairstyle. You will see up close and personal how much of the dye started to bleed during the process. And oh my gosh, yeah, you guys are gonna see it. You're in for a treat. I think I've covered everything. If not, if you have any additional questions, make sure you shoot those down there in the comment section below. Or if you're viewing this from my blog, you can ask in the comment sections on my blog. Until next time, fam, thank you for watching. Thank you so much for your love and your support and your inquisitiveness. You know, I always am gonna do something different. I can't keep it the same for long. So thank you guys for always being there for me and just being interested in what I even have to say, you know, some of the things that I do. It's humbling. So thank you so much. I love you guys, and I hope that you have a blessed rest of the day. Peace.